Welcome back to the Tech Stop. Today we have the Ion Explorer IPA23. This speaker was purchased brand new in 2013, and the only problem I've had so far with it is its battery longevity, and it lasts about 3 years on average, and mine's lasted a little bit longer. And I suspect that even with the newer models, people are still going to run into the problem of having to replace the battery. Fear not, you don't need to buy a battery from Ion. Or an expensive battery. You just need to have the right type of battery. This model right here takes either a 4 or 5 amp hour 12 volt gel cell battery, and it's pretty simple the process to put it in. It's a little bit tedious when trying to remove the battery, but overall I think it's something that anyone at home with a screwdriver and a little bit of time on their hands can take care of. The battery looks like this one right here, and this is a Matama. It's 12 volt and it is rated at 5 amp hours. The one that's in it right now that I'm going to take out does not have this adhesive on it because this stuff is what holds it tight into the speaker itself. Let's go ahead and open up the side panel and show you how to take out the battery. So on the left side of this Ion Explorer, you'll find this door that has 4 screws on it. Inside of this compartment here is where the battery is stored. So you just want to start off by removing each one of these screws. They are relatively long screws, but inside you'll just find the battery, and it has its positive and negative lead already detached for the purpose of this video. I'm just trying to make things as simple as possible. The negative is located on this side and the positive is located on that side. The easiest way to take them out is to get preferably a non-conductive item and just push them off the connector from this side. It's a little bit trickier when it comes to putting it back on, but you basically have to line it up and push it in at the same time. We just have one more screw up here. And the trick is mine's a little bit loose, but I like to pull the screw out a little bit and tilt it so it pulls the side panel off. You don't want to put a screwdriver in this crack because this material gets damaged very easily if you're not too careful. You'll see this battery that's in here is a 12 volt 4 amp hour. This is not the battery that came in this one. It had been replaced one time before. I'm going to go ahead and pull this one out. It does not have the strip around it. I put the strip on the other one over there. That's the same battery that they usually shipped in these because I found it in another unit. Basically, there's usually a piece of foam here that keeps it tight in there so it doesn't move at all. And you're going to struggle a little bit, but the best thing I can recommend you to do is slowly pry it out from each side, from the top, the bottom, to get over a little lip. And basically, since this one's loose, it's still a little bit difficult to get out. And the easiest way I would say is to grab a flathead screwdriver. So I'm going to do that right now and show you what I mean if you have all the the stripping that's still on the side and on the top. So this one isn't going to even require a fraction of the work. But you just want to tilt up and get the flathead under because there's a little lip that's right here. And now, if you just stick your flathead screwdriver in the side, you can work it out on each side. Once you get it out, you can usually get a grip on it and pull the entire battery out. Just like that. And that's just what the battery looks like, 4 amp hour, as long as it is the same size factor. Now, inside the gap, you have your negative lead that's over here, your positive lead that's over here, and it's just a basic compartment. All of the other electronics are in the compartment that are located on the opposite side, so they keep these two isolated. So if something happened to this battery right here, it would try to protect the components for the most part and just keeps everything separate. This battery is a gel cell. It's a sealed battery, and it's sometimes used in like vehicles versus your standard like electrolyte filled battery. But this battery is sealed and non-spillable basically versus a normal car battery, how it could spill. This speaker experiences a lot of motion too, so that's a good thing. These batteries are often found in, I guess, the Power Wheels, the kids' toys, security systems, and things of that nature. Introducing the new battery in, which already has that stripping on it. The hardest part of putting a new battery in is getting the leads lined back up. And this is going to definitely be hard to do in front of the camera. I'm going to want to kind of dive in and just wedge the battery like that. I'm actually going to go grab some tweezers real quick and pull them up. And that's not something I can really do in front of the camera, but I'm going to get the leads to sit on top of here. And then when I push it in, I'll use my tweezers to set the wire back on the connector. So at this point, I have the connectors on the battery right up here. The best tool for this is going to be the angled tweezers, usually used for electronics. And I had this in my small electronics repair kit. If you want to see that kit, the video is up on YouTube right now. And once you have this, these connectors all the way in, just so they won't fall out, just go ahead and knock the battery in, just like that. And then you want to take your plate, you just set it back up there, and you go ahead and put all 4 screws back in. Alright, so now all that's left is to test the speaker. Now I'm not going to use the radio mode because basically what that would do is open me up to copyright strikes, and I'm not interested in that. So I'm going to go ahead and flip the switch here that's on the right of the machine. That'll go ahead and provide the basic power here to the system. And I have it connected through Bluetooth on my phone. So obviously we know the battery is working, and it has been charged. So, you know, for the health of the battery and everything, the battery has been charged already. And there it is. That's how you change the battery in an Ion Explorer.